Hi there everyone, and welcome to my chat. For those who are watching, I just wanted to do a quick chat. This is unscheduled, I just was in the mood. I've been watching so much E3 stuff over the last few days, and I just wanted to talk a bit about it. And I thought about doing like a proper YouTube video where I'm on the couch about it, but you know, this is more laid back. It's easier for me to go straight up onto YouTube, so why not just do it like this? I guess firstly, the big news is, you know, the new consoles were unveiled, the Xbox One, the PS4, and that's the big news. And I'll get to that in a sec. Hi, H Taste. I guess I should say, firstly, Xbox announced their console, and they announced a lot of features that have people bummed, and I got to agree, I'm not a fan of what Xbox are doing for a few reasons, and I want to go through them point by point and look at them unfanboy like and give my 2 cents on it. So I don't consider myself an Xbox fanboy. I don't consider myself a Sony fanboy, actually. If anything, I consider myself more a Sega fanboy. You know, I've never really, like, and I do have a lot of appreciation for Nintendo too, the quality of their products. But I don't really see myself as a console fanboy because I own them all now. I'm only missing the Vita and a few other little ones. But so basically, I've had an Xbox One, I've had a 360, you know, and the great thing about Xbox is when Xbox came out, my Xbox One's down here, is right there actually. My original Xbox One, here's the controller. See? It's right there on the floor. The great thing about Xbox One was it was actually a pretty good unit. Like, it played DVDs, Sony played DVDs. It had a lot of little features that you could do, like playing music, swapping out the music and things like that on the original dash. I didn't get one when it first came out. I wasn't really into it, but I did get one eventually for Deception, actually, MK Deception. And I'm very quiet. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can fix that. Hang on a second. Maybe I can't. See if that does anything. Yeah, so yeah, and this will segue into what I want to talk about later. When I got a Xbox, I got it to play MK Deception, and I got MK Deception. I imported it from GameStop in America. I got the Scorpion cover, the limited edition Scorpion cover. I later would also get the Molina cover from Walmart in Canada. I got the Xbox just to play it before Australia got it, because Australia is slow at getting games. And it's always been like that. Like, America gets it, then Australia gets it. And it pisses me off because I'm a MK fan, and all you guys get to play the game first, and I consider myself a pretty big fan, and it pisses me off seeing everyone going, oh, this game's fucking awesome, you know, and I can't fucking play it just because I'm in fucking Australia. So I imported the game, I got the console, But the problem is region lockouts. Region lockouts aren't a new thing. They've been around a long time. Nintendo's probably the most guilty. I think they were the first to start it. So I couldn't play Deception on this Xbox without modifying it. So this Xbox is chipped, and it was chipped for the sole reason that I could play MK Deception. The problem with that chipping is that I couldn't play online, because if you got a chipped Xbox, you can't play online. So I could play MK Deception offline, no problem, in the chip mode. It allowed me to boot, an import copy. But I couldn't play online because you can't run it in chip mode and play online. Wouldn't work. So that's one of the reasons I got Xbox One. And apart from that, Xbox One had good games. And I actually enjoyed it. When they changed the controller, that was the big thing that helped Xbox. Because their original Xbox controller is fucking like this big. It's huge. It's massive. Then they made the S controller, which was the one I held up before. This one, which is a very, very good Xbox controller. And even this D-pad, I still maintain that I think this is probably one of the better Xbox D-pads. Yeah, when 360 came out, I didn't plan on getting one. I didn't think I'd really be into it. I was loving my GameCube. For me, it's with buying games, it's never been about I have to have a new game. I have to have a new game. I'll wait for the good games. Do you know what I mean? So my GameCube, I don't have a big GameCube library, but I have fucking good games on GameCube. I have Paper Mario. I have Resident Evil 4. I have all the other Resident Evils, 0 and 1 and 2 and 3 and Code Veronica X, and I have all those good games, and some of them I haven't even played yet, some of those REs. I'll get to one day, So for me, it's never, I need a latest game. I've got some money to burn, But that being said, that doesn't mean, I like the fact that it had a smaller games range, because Nintendo did. Nintendo has always struggled a bit. They were struggling a lot around the GameCube time. So for me, Xbox actually was more disinterested in having an Xbox, because I only got it for Deception. When 360 came out, same thing. Didn't really want one until I wanted to play Gears of War. I bought Gears of War. Everyone was talking about it. I loved the story. I had to fucking play it. And the icing on the cake was then we got Ultimate MK3 as well. So those two things for me sealed me getting a 360. Now, I believe I don't know much about Xbox Live on Xbox One, so I'm just going to talk about Xbox Live on 360. When Xbox Live was on 360, when it first came out, I remember you didn't have to fucking pay for it, because PlayStation always had the free to play, right? On Xbox, they had off-peak times where you could play, or a silver account where you could play for free. You could play online for free. Maybe it had to be only Monday nights or Tuesday nights or some shit like that, but you could still do it. And that was awesome. And I used to play offline a lot, and I don't play a lot of online now. For me to buy Xbox Live now is a waste of fucking money, which I don't have too, by the way, because I have no job at the moment. So for me, luxuries like that, I can't buy. I'm even struggling just to buy games at the moment. So that was cool about the 360 then, but as they went on and on and on, and they started to push Xbox Live more and more and push it more, and then they added fucking Skype and Flickster and fucking all this shit that's really big overseas. It's not as big here. Flickster and all that movie crap and renting movies and that's not that big here yet. Maybe it will be, maybe because it's been around a lot longer in the States, but here, like, I know people do it here, but it's never been as big. And it was around the time that all that shit came to the 360 that then you had to fucking pay for Xbox Live. And the last 2 years before I lost my job that I was playing for Xbox Live, I didn't even use it. I paid for it. I paid the $90 a year and didn't use it. And it's not that it's expensive, but it is $90. You got to pay on the spot. Now, if you're lucky, you can get it for $60. That's Australian, by the way, Australian dollars. But, there might be people out there saying, you can pay by the month. But if you do that, you pay more. So it's not worth it anyway. And that's what makes me sad, that when they announced the Xbox One, the things that this console does, it's region locked. You need to have an internet connection to play it. I'm going to come back to that. It checks every 24 hours to see if you're online. And if you're not, you can't play your games. I believe there is a free account, a free Xbox account that will allow you to play online. But lending games, you can't do anymore because, or you can, but it's really shitty. It's like, I have to be friends with you for 30 days, and then I can lend you a game, but I can only lend it to you one time. The other thing is that a lot of people don't like the fact that you have to have Connect with this fucking thing. You have to have Connect. And a lot of people don't want fucking Connect. You know? And even if Connect isn't on, a lot of people still like that. Well, if it's not on, why does it have to be, you know, connected? Because you can turn off Connect, they've said. But you still have to have the thing plugged in. Now, I have a Wii-U, right? It has a camera in it, as you can see. I've yet to use the camera, actually, because I don't have a lot of people on my friends list. There is one guy that always tries to call me, actually, and I'm never on when he tries to call me, so I've never been able to test out the sort of like Skype function of it, which is what it is. It allows you to voice chat. But this thing doesn't film me. It only works when I'm in the chat mode. You know, it doesn't record me, even though there's a microphone here. This Xbox thing apparently does all that shit. Now, honestly, a lot of people are making a big thing out of it, like, oh, you know, it films you and it records you, like all the data sent to Microsoft for analysis. That's probably not the case. They don't have the time to do shit like that, and they probably don't even care about hearing your conversation, or you argue with your girlfriend while you play Grand Theft Auto 5, or see some guy sitting on the couch having a jerk off. And this guy's banned. Yeah, so let me just get rid of his spam. And that guy's gone. So yeah, hey, how's it going, Chris? Just talking about E3. So I don't think Microsoft cares really. But that being said, why does the Xbox do it? And that's it. It goes back. It always goes back to this. People are afraid of something they can't have the answer to. It's the unknown, the fear of the unknown. So if I have something that's filming me, but it doesn't need to be filming me, why is it filming me? And if they can't tell you, like a lot of gamers don't like that. These big corporations, they don't tell you why it's doing it, you know, and maybe they're doing it to gather data, or to spam you, to email you, and then they hear you constantly talking about Mortal Kombat, and then suddenly you get those Mortal Kombat emails. It might be something like that. It might just be they don't want to talk about it. Maybe there's no reason for it at all. But at the end of the day, it's about the games. Now, for those of you who've watched my YouTube reviews, I'm very big on video game history, very big. And for those who actually met me, I mean, Chris has been in my house. He's seen the shit in my house. And I love history, and I love video game stuff, and I love old games, and I love the fact that I can go over there right now and grab a Commodore 64 box and show it to you. And ever since DLC has been really big on PS4 and 360, I really haven't supported it much. I really don't like it. So I'll give you an example. I buy Assassin's Creed Brotherhood at the store. I did everything on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I clocked the game. I got all the treasure chests. I got the armor of Brutus. I did all that shit. But as soon as DLC came out, didn't want to know it. Because for me, like, in 20 years, I can give that disc to someone who's got a 360 and they can fucking play it and it's going to work. But the DLC is irrelevant because they can't get it then. And it's just going to be a thing like, oh yeah, I remember when you could download an extra mission. That's why I love that Warner Brothers put, I don't have it here, all the DLC stuff on one disc and made the Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. I fucking love that. And even Capcom did it with Resident Evil 5. They put out a gold edition on PS3 that had all the DLC on disc. That is ensuring longevity. That is ensuring that the video games will live on. And you guys have seen my collections. You've seen all the old Mortal Kombat games I've got. I can fucking play any of those right now. If I want to play Super Mario Bros. 3 right now, I can. I've got my NES right here. I put the game in. I turn it on. Mario Bros. 3. It didn't need to go online. It didn't need to run a check. You know? And like, this game is so old. And I can still play it. And I can play it again in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. I'll still be able to play this fucking game. So, it pisses me off the way that people support digital. It pisses me off. And this Xbox is becoming a big problem because it's supporting that. And I mean, I had this debate with Baldur Games Ben on my Facebook, you know, and he was saying that too. You're supporting shit, and I'm like, I know, but I want to play Killer Instinct, and that's the thing. At the end of the day, is that it is all about the game. As much as I hate the fact that, you know, digital is going to kill everything, and I'm not even going to, I probably won't even be able to own a Killer Instinct box. I've waited 18 years for another Killer Instinct game. I've waited 18 years to have that next box in my hand that says Killer Instinct 3 on it. And now I probably won't even get that. Instead, I'm just going to get some digital shit. And a lot of you people out there might be thinking, oh, but it doesn't matter about, you know, fucking owning the box and shit. It should be about the game. Even like I'm saying it shouldn't matter about the console, it should matter about the game. But it's part of the experience. Look, what have I got here? Sorry, this one's got dust all over it. Lethal Enforcers. I love this game. I love the fact that I've got the box, and because this is an old game, I get a bit of the artwork here. You know? In the old days, they didn't have promotional renders and stuff. The covers were what was special. And then it's got the stuff on the back, and then you open it up, you got the manual, tells you how to play, you got the disc. You know, I like that I get something for my money. I get something physical, and something I can hold on to forever. And say, yep, I bought Lethal Enforcers in the bargain basement at Myer in Melbourne City for $29.95. And that's all true because I remember finding this in there, and I was wrapped. They were getting rid of PS1 games, and I found this Lethal Enforcers pack. You know, and for me, it's a big thing. That's a big thing, is being able to own it. And it's the same with fucking music. Again, what have I got here? I got the Mortal Kombat soundtrack that came out when the game came out. I've got a CD. I hated having those digital versions at first. I hated that, even though I bought them. I hate iTunes. I hate the fact that it's killing CDs. I love the fact that CDs and games and everything should have a visual or physical representation, so that in 10, 20 years, you'll be able to tell your kids or your kids will be able to show their kids stuff from my era, or, you know, my era before that. Now, I find it interesting that I was in EB the other day and I saw Journey, which is a PS3 game that's done really well. I saw Journey as you could buy it. You could pay for it. And you could own a box. And I thought that was awesome. And that was on PlayStation. I don't know if Xbox does anything like this. I'm not sure. Maybe they do. But I can't remember ever seeing anything on Xbox that you can own. And another example is Nintendo's got Super Mario Brothers U. They're about to release Super Luigi U, which is essentially the same game with some extra features. It's like a DLC. So you have the option. You can get the DLC, but you can still go into the game store and pay $29.95 and own new Super Luigi Brothers box in the green box, like the first one was in the red one, in the green box with the disc, everything. Now, the biggest thing about video games is that I can play it whenever I want. And even now we're in the age of internet, and I'm always online here myself too. I'll probably never online, but there have been times when I've lost my internet for a week. There have been times when it's just down. It's just not working. And question, when your internet is down and you can't get on fucking Facebook or YouTube or whatever, what would you do? You've still got power. What would you want to do if you have no fucking internet to pass the time? You could read a book, you could watch TV, or you could play some fucking video games. I'm not against Microsoft and Xbox One, but they need to change. They need to fucking change what they've announced. And they can change. A lot of people seem to think that this is the end, this is probably how it's going to be, and that's it. And to a degree, they probably will just stay like that. Microsoft probably will just leave it like that and say, oh, that's what we're doing, you know. But if they get enough feedback and lose sales, they will change. And I believe that they will. Xbox, you know, Xbox, PS4, Wii U. The other thing I'd like to talk about is pricing versus graphics. I paid $350 for my Wii U. The retail price for the premium, which is the black one, was $428, and I got a special for $350, which was the price of the normal one. That was a good fucking deal. I paid 350 Australian dollars, and just to put it into perspective, I'll tell you how much the other consoles are worth. For a next-gen console with a camera, Skype capabilities, touchscreen, wireless gamepad, the ability to play games on the gamepad right here, right now. I can turn that on, and I can play the Wii right now. It doesn't need to be online, even though it has online functions. And this was $350. Now, when buying a console, you do, of course, need to look at what games the console is going to offer you if you're going to play it. Wii at the moment doesn't have a lot of games. That doesn't mean it's a shit console and the graphics are crap and it can't compete with PS4 or 360 or Xbox One. That is bullshit. I work with computers and with graphics, and I can tell you how it works. With a computer, you can have a graphics card that does awesome graphics, like a $300 graphics card, and then there'll be an $800 graphics card. It does the same graphics that the $300 one does. It just might be able to do more frames per second at a higher resolution. It also may be able to do better shading, lighting, and texturing. Now, with consoles, not the fucking case, because consoles run on a TV, and at the moment, all TVs run 1920 by 1080. HD resolution. There's no higher resolution on TV screens yet. There is on monitors and there is on iPads. So For Xbox One, PS4, and Wii, they're all 1920 by 1080. They're all the same resolution. They can all run at a high frame rate. They've all proven it. PS4, Xbox One, and the Wii. The fact that a Wii only has 2 gig RAM and the Sony has 5 gig DDR5 RAM means jack fucking shit. Because it can still run the graphics and you won't even be able to notice the difference. Even though technically the PS4 can do better graphics, it can technically render this cookie with better shading and lighting effects at a higher frame rate, at a higher resolution. But because you're not seeing it at a higher resolution, you can't even notice the shadowing differences because it's still running in 1920 by 1080. So for people to say, oh, PS4 is better, it's got fucking 8 gig DDR5 RAM, it's got fucking what else? It's got I've forgotten the processor. You know, it's got this fancy processor, graphics card, you know, whatever the specs were. I didn't keep them handy. But, you know, it had all these fancy things. x86 architecture. I'm like, wow. Does it mean anything? No. I'm telling you now, the Wii U, the Xbox One, and the PS4 are all capable of doing the same graphics. The only way you would see a difference, the only way, is if one of those 3 consoles says, our console is capable at running at a higher resolution than HD, but to do that, you need a monitor. But none of them did that. None of them did that. And the only problems with the Wii versus the Xbox One versus the PS4 is the fact that Wii is doing it hard at the moment with getting third-party support. They do have it. They do have third-party support. They have support from Warner Brothers. They're bringing Batman over. Batman looked awesome on the fucking Wii U. You can't tell me the Wii U can't compete with graphics after seeing that shit. That looked awesome. Assassin's Creed, Sonic, Sega, Bayonetta, this X game, this Red X, all these anime style games that they're getting. They're getting up there. Give them the time. At the moment, yes, Nintendo doesn't have a lot to offer. They have some first party. But for me, PS4 and Xbox One aren't out anyway, so, you know. For me, I really like the PS4 at the moment. I have to say the PS4 for me is the winner. And it's not that I don't like Nintendo. You just heard me talk for the last 10-15 minutes about Nintendo. I really like Nintendo. But I really like Sony now too, because I've had my eye on Sony for a while. Like I said, putting digital stuff on disc, a big fucking fan of that. Free to play online, big fucking fan of that. You know, a lot of the thing, you know, when I first got a Sony, I really didn't like Sony for a long time. And it's hard to explain my hatred for it, but it goes back to Sega actually, because everyone bought a PlayStation 2 because it played DVDs, and that pissed me off. These people who thought they were fucking game players were all insistent on the DVD playback. And sure, it was a nice feature at the time because DVD players were expensive. It was like a 2-in-1. Hey, I buy a PS2, I get a DVD player and that. It pissed me off though because Sega Dreamcast was a better fucking console than Sony. But because Sony had Grand Theft Auto and DVD playback, everyone wanted a Sony PS2. And I fucking hated that for a long time. I had a big hatred for Sony. Big. I hated buying a PSP. I still don't like that fucking PSP. I never play it. It just sits in my drawer, you know? I only ever use it for doing Mortal Kombat stuff. I hate that fucking thing. It's the biggest load of shit. I think Sony fails at portable gaming. But the Vita's looking a lot better, I'll say that. But still, they're a long way off what Nintendo does. When Nintendo does portable, they own the market. They are owning with 3DS. So yeah, I had my hatred for Sony for a long time. I got one in the end for MK2. It turned out nicely because my cousin didn't want his anymore, and he had the original model, which was awesome. I got the backwards compatibility. And I only played a few games on it. Like, that's why, if you've ever seen me stream, you guys have seen that there's only a few games on my account. There's only a few demos. I don't have much on PS3. But I played some really good games on PS3. Heavy Rain and that, you know. So... PS4 is going to be encoded to work with this 4K resolution. Really? Can you link me to that Genku? I did not know that. I had not heard that. I've watched so much shit over the last 4 days, but I've never heard that. If that's true, that is fucking awesome. And that would give PS4 the razor's edge. And yeah, H-Taste, yeah, you bring up a good point. Donkey Kong looked fucking awesome, I thought. I liked the Nintendo stream their conference. I thought that was fucking smart. Everyone's like, oh, Nintendo's finished because they didn't do a press conference at E3. Do you know how much money that fucking costs to do those press conferences? If you've got nothing to show, why would you fucking do it? Why would you rent out the Nokia theatre again? I've been in that theatre in LA, by the way. It's massive. Why would you pay millions to rent out a thing to say we've got a few games coming? You wouldn't do it. You only do a press conference if you've got something significant to announce. A new portable console, a new major console, you know. But they didn't. They just had games to announce. They did it the right way. It was very smart. But yeah, if that's true about outputting, it's encoded to work with this 4K res, but can it output the 4K? Because I think HDMI cable can't go up to 4K, can it? Let me have a look, hang on a second. Okay, according to HDMI Wikipedia, the maximum resolution of HDMI is loading. Maximum resolution is limited by available bandwidth. That's interesting. I thought I'd read the actual maximum res before. Interesting. So I guess HDMI can do it. What? I see a lot of comments like you just said, Scarlett, and I don't agree. Microsoft's fucked up. Don't get me wrong. They have fucked up. Totally fucked up. But that doesn't mean people aren't going to buy Xbox One. Because believe me, I've seen the types. We're gamers. I've played everything from NES to Commodore 64 to fucking Nintendo Wii U. But I've seen the guys. I've seen the business guys who come into EB and go, yeah, I want an Xbox 360. Yeah, give me another controller. Yeah, can I get a few games? Memory card. And then here's my credit card. And they don't give a shit. Because they're so rich. Oh, thanks, Chris. Chris just sent me an update. 4K is for video playback only, not games. So you won't notice a difference on games, but you will on videos. I've seen those rich bastards, and they don't care. They don't care. Because when they go home, they're so rich, they've got good internet that's always online, and they're going to give it to the kids. They shut the kids up and that, you know, and they're never going to give a shit that it'll stop working if internet goes down. They'll just be like, oh, it doesn't work when the internet's off. You bring up another good point, Joe. Like I said, the only way you're going to notice difference in gaming quality in this generation is if you've got an iPad 3 with Retina display. That thing is beautiful, by the way. That's a beautiful fucking display. And the reason is, it's because it's such a high resolution. Even though you're looking at a small thing, the amount of detail in that picture that you're looking at is noticeable, even on a small screen. But if they had that on a big screen, you would see everything. And PCs support higher resolution than monitors, higher than HD. It's all about resolution. Trust me. You can announce all the specs under the sun. I've got 10 gig RAM, I've got 3 gig RAM, I've got 52 gig RAM. Doesn't matter. How much resolution do you have to show me what the graphic capability, to show me the detail? It's like, and just think of it like this. When you're on Google and you see a picture and it's real small and you're like, fuck, that shit quality, I can't see anything. And then you find a nice, beautiful HD, high resolution render from MK Deception. You're like, oh, fuck, that's beautiful. I can see everything. I can see all the grain in the background, and I can see all the little work they did on Cabal's little hook swords, and you can. That's what it's all about: resolution and detail. So I don't hate Microsoft. I don't hate Sony. I don't hate Wii. I like them all. I don't like what Microsoft's doing. I don't like their 24-hour bullshit DRM. I don't like the fact that you won't be able to lend games. It cuts off the pre-owned market. And I'm not a pre-owned guy. I barely buy pre-owned games. I like to own everything brand new. But the thing is, there's people out there that love pre-owned. They love the fact that they can buy it cheaper if it's second-hand. You know, and Sony did something really awesome with Blu-ray disc. I got here a movie, Match Point. You look at a disc, a Blu-ray disc, they are Teflon coated. Teflon coated. That means it is hard as fuck to damage a Blu-ray disc or a game, a PlayStation game. In fact, EB do this a lot. They sell scratch guarantees. It's the biggest ruse ever on PS3. There's only maybe 1 in 100 games need a scratch guarantee because they've been scratched so much that they may not work. But the majority, because of the Teflon coating, they're very hard to damage, very hard to scratch. Again, Sony ensures the longevity of games with Teflon coating their discs. And that's just awesome. I'm all for longevity and history preservation. And I'm all for anyone who wants to make a console. Microsoft, I don't care. Microsoft, yeah, they're money hungry fuckheads. You know, I've had arguments with Microsoft, you know, myself. I've sent complaints to them and they've reacted, believe me. And you know, but I don't hate them. But yeah, this new console, that they just want to control the pre-owned market. They want to control licensing. They look at it the way they look at PCs. This PC, this one runs Vista, this one runs Windows 7. They've both got individual licensing. I can't take my Vista disk and lend it to someone and install it there because he doesn't have a license. They're trying to do the same thing for games. They're trying to license games as software. No. No. Fuck off. You do not have the right to license games. This link, I paid for this. This is mine, you assholes. I own this now. You might have made it, and you may have paid someone to fucking create it, and you may own the copyrights to it, but you do not own this cartridge. This is mine, And if I want to fucking play it, I can. If I want to play Mario Brothers 3, I can. Because I own it. And if I want to lend this cartridge that I paid money for to someone, who the fuck are you to tell me no? I own this. And maybe my friend doesn't have Zelda because it's hard to find now. Everyone wants to own Zelda. So I'm going to lend him my Zelda 2. You can't license games. You are taking away freedoms. You are taking away freedoms from gamers. You are taking away something that should never have a license on it. It's like this. Let me think of it like this. Sport. How many of you have played soccer, shared a soccer ball, kicked it around the park? Imagine if someone like the people who are in charge of the soccer, whoever they are, let's say they license soccer balls. So, okay, you buy a soccer ball and it's yours, but you can't share that with anyone. They have to have their own soccer ball. Really? Fucking really? No. No. Fuck you. I own all my games in this house. I own my NES games, my Commodore 64 games, my Mega Drive, Master System, PC, PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, Game Gear, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, DS, PSP. I own all that shit because I paid for it. You don't have the right to license it. Fuck you. So Microsoft, if you're watching this, you need to piss off your stupid licensing. You're killing pre-owned marketing. You're killing just the freedom to share games with your friends. By having your 24-hour DRM, you are killing the fact that I go out of town or I don't have power, I can take my Xbox with me and play it somewhere. Yeah, and I've done that before, believe me. When I was younger and MK4 came out, I used to meet my friend in the Gold Coast. I used to take my N64 on the plane with me up to the Gold Coast, and we played MK4 non-stop on the holidays. Non-stop N64, MK4. Yeah, so that was a good fucking time. Let's get rid of that. Okay. They're just killing it. And I don't hate the Xbox. I don't want to hate the Xbox. I don't want to say Xbox One sucks. At the moment, it does though. It fucking sucks now. But I don't want to hate the Xbox. Look, I got 2 360s right there. I got another 2 360s upstairs. I got 4 fucking Xbox 360s. I don't even know why I've got 4 fucking 360s. It just happened. Okay? I got the first 360, and then I got a Jasper because I thought that 360 might die. It might red ring one day. So I got the Jasper because apparently they don't red ring. And then I transferred all my stuff to that, and that's my main Xbox. Then the Slim one came out, and Microsoft gave me that for free because I went, supposed to go to the press conference. Then I wanted the Gears of War 3 one because I love Gears of War. So I saved up and I bought the Gears of War 3 Xbox. That's why I've got 4 Xboxes. But I've only got one PS3 and one Xbox One. And I've got a few NESs actually. But, you know, Microsoft needs to change. They need to drop the DRM. Even if you make it monthly or something. But it's not necessary. But why 24 hours? That's such an asshole thing to do. You could make it a monthly check. If you have to, for whatever reason, for piracy, if it's to stop piracy, hey, I'm all for that, because I buy all my shit. You know? But if you want to stop piracy, you want to have a check, you can have a monthly check. The licensing bullshit needs to go. If I want to lend a game to my friend, I should be able to lend a game to my friend. So that's my stance pretty much on 360. Yeah, that's pretty much my stance at the moment on Xbox and PS4 and Wii U. And don't discount the Wii U, because the Wii U is next gen console. It is. Until you can show me something that visually looks so much better than Wii U, and believe me, go and watch the Bayonetta trailer on Wii U and tell me that Wii U can't do graphics like PS4 or Xbox One. Go on. Bayonetta trailer is fucking amazing. Now, I want to talk about Killer fucking Instinct, because I lost my fucking shit when they announced that game. And I knew it was coming because there were breadcrumbs. It was like there was breadcrumbs when MK9 was coming out, and that's why I went to LA. I knew they were going to say something about it. And I knew they were going to announce Killer Instinct. And when I saw that trailer, oh my god. When I saw that trailer, man. This trailer, where is it?
Coming to your home in 2013, only on Xbox One! Jacob! Glacius! Saberwolf! Ultra Combo! Killer Instinct.
When I saw that, I lost my shit. And, you know, let me get the chat back. I lost my shit because I've waited so long for Killer Instinct. So long. 18 years. And I guess out of everything that's come out of E3, for me, that's the biggest thing. I've been watching all last night and the night before Killer Instinct stuff. I've been watching all the videos. I was up till 6 last night because this live stream came on and I was capturing frames that I tweeted, some of them, like the select screen and that. Which if you guys want to see, I do have them here. Let me see if I can just yeah, there's the select screen, or one of them, for, yeah, so that's, you've got Jago and Saberwolf there. Then we've got this one here, which is Saberwolf's alt skin. There's the versus screen. Jago's alt skin. Second versus screen. Then we got this one. Check this out. Ultra combo, 97 hits, 79% damage. I saw this at 6 AM last night and fucking lost it. And I was tired as fuck. And I was like, oh my god. And I'm like slamming my hand down on the fucking desk. I'm like, 100. I wanted to see that hit 100, but the person playing missed the last couple of hits, so they didn't hit the 100 mark. But the guy, this Ken Lobb, he's a rare veteran. He was like hosting this stuff. He said he had not seen anyone do 97 hits. This guy figured it out. This Ryan Hart did it on this Kane, who's like one of the best Street Fighter players in the world. I lost it when I saw that. I was like, fuck. And this game looks amazing. And this Double Helix Studios who are making it, this is what I keep hearing, all the anti-Xbox shit. Oh, they make shit games. Every game they've made has been 4 out of 10. I looked into that. This Silent Hill game, which is their biggest game, scored 71 to 70 out of 100, which is a 7 out of 10. I don't care about anything they've made in the past. I care about this game, and this game looks awesome. Here's the stage select. And here's the stat screen when you finish a match. So yeah, Killer Instinct looks awesome. A lot of people say it's had a Street Fighter 4 feeling. And there's a guy, I've put it on my Twitter. Go to my Twitter after this, you'll find it on there. I put up a video. Let me just read out the tweet so you know what the hell I'm talking about. Which one was it? This one, the one that mentions Max. This is the one you want to watch. Great video on how Killer Instinct feels and plays. If you're interested in Killer Instinct, watch that video, because this guy is an old school Killer Instinct fan like me, and he went and played the game, and he said the trailer is pretty much shitty compared to the actual game. He said the colors and everything look different. The frame rate you have to see with your eyes to appreciate how fast it moves. The particle and physics effects, when like fireballs collide and everything, look amazing. Watch that video. He talks about it in detail. But from what I've heard in that video, what we've seen in this trailer is outdated shit already. Because they had to whip this up in 5 weeks. The other thing people are saying, is this a new Killer Instinct? Is this Killer Instinct 3? Is this a reboot? Or is this a totally new based on? It's actually Killer Instinct 3. They're not calling it Killer Instinct 3 though. They're doing what Mortal Kombat did. Mortal Kombat didn't call itself, Mortal Kombat Resurrection like Ed Boon said. Instead they just called it Mortal Kombat. Killer Instinct is doing the same thing. But this is KI3. This is continued on. And I heard it in an interview. They said basically what happens to Jago is that he realizes he's praying to the Tiger Spirit, but the Tiger Spirit is actually Gargus, who was the boss from Killer Instinct 2. He realizes that the Tiger Spirit was trying to get inside his head and trying to consume Jago and make him a bad person because it was Gargus's spirit. And so for a while he lost his faith in the Tiger Spirit and he had to get it back. So there's an actual story going on. And Saywolf now has arms, and there's a reason behind that too, because apparently when you do your moves now, your arms like glow like magic colours and that. They've also said they'll be showing Glacius at EVO, and they'll be announcing the next character at EVO. So the other thing I want to talk about too is the power of the internet. Someone said that apparently, when Killer Instinct comes out, you're only going to have one character and you have to pay to get all the other characters. It's true and it's not true. It's not mandatory. It's an option. So what they're doing is they're giving you the game for free, which is awesome. So you can play it. You can play the whole game with Jago. The whole thing. They've said that. You can beat the game with Jago. It's not like you get one fight and then it's like, pay for the extra character. You can play the whole game with Jago. But the reason they did that is they said, okay, so maybe you want to do it with Cinder. You don't care about anyone else. That's the reason they've done it. And then you're saying, but hang on, Luke, I want to have all the characters. You can do that too. They're going to have a few different packs that come out that are going to have all the characters or half the characters or whatever. They may even do a boxed version. We don't know. But it is not... You don't have to buy every character. It was just the power of the internet. Everyone freaked out. Oh my God, Microsoft wants all our money. They haven't said how much the characters are going to cost. But they're not going to charge for all the characters. It's an option that you have. If you want all the characters, you can just buy a full version. And they've said it's going to be a reasonable price. It's going to be like a normal Xbox One game price to have all the characters. They've said that. There's 2 interviews you need to watch, and they're both from that same guy, actually. That Max guy, if you can find the one where he interviews Double Helix, watch that one, and watch the one where he talks about Killer Instinct. Those 2 videos will confirm everything you need to know about KI. It doesn't matter about the inputs, actually, because he talks about that too. That's why you need to watch this guy's video. Trust me, I watched it. You can... Basically, auto doubles now. You can auto double like this. You can auto double like that, and the combo will keep going. And you can just press all the buttons, the combo will keep going. The reason is, if you do that, you are setting up the other player to combo breaker you. And the reward for a combo breaker against you is a 25% meter boost. So if you want to play like an idiot and just press all the buttons, you're going to let the other person combo breaker you and gain a 25% meter boost. And then they're going to build up their instinct meter and they're going to fucking punish you. It's very smart. These guys have played a lot of the fighting games, and the way that they've changed the way Killer Instinct is, but they've changed it for the better. And it's still an exciting game. It's still got all the effects. It still looks cool. A lot of people aren't happy with the character design. At first I was like that too, and then I realized what they're doing. The reason they have sort of Jago with his top off, he has this big tiger tattoo now, and every character has an instinct trait. When you build up your instinct high enough and you unleash your combo, then you'll unleash your instinct. Jago's like tiger's tattoo like fucking glows. There's actually a picture of it. Let me find it. It actually glows. It looks awesome. Where is it? Here it is. Look at that. See? You can see it glowing. That's him unleashing the instinct. And doing that allows you to basically, when you're in instinct mode, you gain health, a little bit of health, and you do slightly more damage. So you can do more punishing combos. Yeah, I heard about that rape joke controversy, and I think that's fucking stupid because they didn't even say rape. He's like, you know, he could have been talking about, you know, surgery. Here it comes, you know. He said something like that, you know. It's bullshit. Anyway, yeah, so that's how it works with the instinct, and every character has an instinct trait. So for that, when he's glowing, it looks fucking badass. But that being said too, the thing that's cool about Double Helix is not only have they done a good job throwing this demo together in 5 fucking weeks, 2 million lines of code, and provided something that's very fluid. Everyone that walks away playing this said it's fucking awesome. No one said, I haven't seen a comment yet from someone who's played it that says it's shit. I have not seen that. They are taking feedback. You can go to the Double Helix website, hit the contact us link, and you can and then send them and say, I think Jago looks crap, and they'll consider changing the look or adding better skins. And it's the same. They've said, you know, a lot of people are upset there's no mercy on no ultimates in it. You can let them know. They said that. If enough people let us know, we'll probably put it in the game. So what I see here now is a developer that really cares about making this Killer Instinct game fucking awesome. And that is fucking awesome. And guess what? Last night I'm tweeting about the music, and it turns out the guy who does the music for Killer Instinct, he's in Melbourne right now. And he's in Melbourne, he's going to be at PAX. And my PAX badge was just approved. My media badge. I'm hoping I can talk to the guy and get an interview with the guy doing the new music. Because that new music is badass. And even Robin Beanland, who did the original music, I follow them on Twitter, and Graham Norgate. Robin Beanland said he loves the music. He thinks it's awesome. And the guy's very talented. So I'm hoping I can get an interview with this guy at PAX. That would be fucking awesome. You know? But I think the way this Killer Instinct is shaping up looks awesome. And people have played it. I'm so jealous. I've already sent an email to Double Helix, like, hook me up, because I've got a Total KI YouTube channel and a Total KI Facebook, you know, Killer Instinct thing. And I don't know if anyone here is in the chat. When I launched my YouTube channel Total KI, I wanted to put up a whole lot of videos, but I just struggled with, people were complaining that I captured it from an Xbox, because that's why the Xbox is there actually, because I wanted to capture this Killer Instinct footage. You run it through an emulator on Xbox, you know, it's an unofficial way to do it, but I found it was the only way I could capture decent footage. Capturing from MAME was shit, and MAME always, you know, and cracks up and sounds shit, and it's low resolution MAME, and unless you've got an arcade cabinet with an output board, which I don't have, there's no other way to really capture from it other than Super Nintendo, Game Boy, or Xbox, because no one's released a proper version of it. So, and people were complaining about the footage I put up because it was from an Xbox. The speed sometimes varies in the game. It's not a perfect emulation. It's almost perfect, but so I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I stopped putting up videos. So now what I'm probably going to do is turn the TotalMK channel into just promotions for the new game, and then maybe later down the track, if I find a way to do it or get the arcade, I can then put up the proper videos. So I've let Double Helix know that I have a YouTube channel, I have a Facebook for TotalMK. So if you guys haven't liked it, let me bring it up. I'd appreciate the likes. Total Killer Instinct is the oops, I'm on the wrong one. That's what we're on. Total Killer Instinct. That's my new Facebook page. Don't be confused. There's another guy who's called himself TotalMK on purpose, because my YouTube channel is TotalMK. That's my YouTube channel. I haven't updated the banners and that yet. When I started this YouTube channel and did the intro, straight away these people who've caused nothing but problems for me since I've become big on YouTube from New Zealand, they registered the Facebook before I did. So they've taken the TotalMK name on Facebook. But that's fine, because I've always called my Facebook the full name, Total Killer Instinct or Total Mortal Kombat. I've never shortened the Facebook name. So I've let Double Helix know about my Facebook page. We're up to 43 likes, people. That's awesome. I've got the Twitter now. I registered the Twitter last night before they could fucking steal that one too. But I'm not posting from the Twitter yet. But I can show you guys the Twitter. Okay. That's the Twitter. I did that last night before they could fucking steal that. So I've also got that. I'm hoping that Double Helix will work with me. I've asked, hook me up, please. You know, I really am interested in this Killer Instinct. So if they do, I'll be putting a lot of stuff up on the Facebook and also mentioning it during these live chats. I think the next character would be Orchid. I think you're right. I think the next character would be either Orchid or Cinder. The new KI is not a glorified demo. I mean, it is. That's the way they're trying to cover their bases, by letting everyone play it for free. But you can still buy the game. You can still pay the normal price and get it. And there still may be a boxed version. They haven't confirmed it yet. Because let me say this. When I downloaded the press assets for Killer Instinct, that's, you know, the images from the Xbox site, there's a folder here that says box art. This image they list as box art. That's in a folder called box art. Why would they have something called box art if there isn't going to be a box? And I mean, you can even, can you read that up there, guys? The file name, KI box art base. So I think there will be a boxed version, and I think it will be on the shelf at launch. Yeah. Yes, I would like it if they made Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct. I think that's a perfect fit, actually. I guess, I mean, that's everything I wanted to say for today anyway on it. I really had to get that out about the consoles and about just the way people say, oh, Wii shit, you know, I don't think they think it through enough, and Xbox is shit. Xbox could be a good console. At the moment, I'm not a fan. You know, but they could fix that. Microsoft could get my faith back. Like I said, I've had an Xbox, I've got 4 360s. I want an Xbox One to play Killer Instinct. That's the only reason I want an Xbox One right now. That's the only fucking reason. And have you noticed that I didn't even mention the TV thing during this? A lot of people thought that was really funny that Xbox announced that it could play TV. I mean, they went overboard with, yeah, they kept going on and on about it. Fair enough. But I think it's cool that it can do that. That's actually, having that feature's good. More features isn't a bad thing. But as long as they keep the focus on the fact that it is a games console. They need to fix the problems they made. They need to fix the licensing problem. They need to fix, the lending and all that shit. They need to fix that crap. Yeah. So yeah. That's it. That's my rant on E3 and the consoles and Killer Instinct. But I can tell you, I'm really excited for Killer Instinct. I think the game's going to be really good. Seriously. I'm hoping maybe they'll have it at PAX. If they have it at PAX Melbourne, I'll lose my shit. Oh, fuck yeah. I never even thought about that till now. If they got the music guy coming out, maybe they're going to have the game here. Oh, that would be so awesome. Oh, man. I'd get so much footage if they did that. Oh, yeah. Man. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on with Killer Instinct. But I really want to play as Orchid. And it's cool that when they talked about Killer Instinct too, when the guys producing it talked about it, when they talked about the game, they still talked about auto doubles and linkers and openers and finishers. And that's how you talk about Killer Instinct. You can still do all that stuff. It's just done differently on the controller now. Like I said, you can button mash, but you're disadvantaging yourself. You have to be clever and creative with the controls if you don't want someone to combo break your ass and gain 25% meter bonus. So yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's everything I wanted to say. I will now field questions. Shoot your questions over. While you do that, I'm going to play the first level of Mario Brothers 3. Because I can, without licensing. Oh, come back! Oh, set that up. Believe it or not. Let's try that again. Oh, so there we go. I fucked it up. That was going so good too. that's better. Grab it this time. Piss off. I'm dying in this fucking hole again. See? No licensing, no bullshit. I can take this anywhere and play it. I could take this to Westfield and play it if I had a screen. That's what's awesome. And this game's old as the hills. When did the game come out? This game came out in... It's not on here. 1985. 1985. Mario Brothers 3. 85. So that's what? 15 years plus 13. That's 25. 28 years old. Can you believe that? Seriously. 28 years old. What if I was to play Galaga? Who remembers Galaga? Oh. Blinky blinky. This one's trouble. Oh, it's playing up. This one doesn't want to work. Like I don't want to play. It's dirty, that's all. That's the thing about NES. NES is very strong, but it does get very filthy. Look at that dirt. You need to clean the games. And then they work a lot better. You get less chance of that blinking problem. Oh, it still wants to blink. Haha! See? Did anyone ask any questions? Let me refresh this. Nothing's changed. Maybe I got a problem here. Oh wow. Oh no, there's two. What's this? Show. That's not spam. Who marked that as spam? What do you think the Sega Spectrum is going to be? Sega Spectrum? What's that? No worries, Scarlett. I'm off soon anyway. I'm going to have a game of Galaga. I don't want to play. Oops. I'm going to have a game of Galaga, and I'm going to log off. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fucking. You don't want to kill that one because you want him to capture you. Come on, do it. Do it. Do the thing where you want to capture me, bitch. Ain't gonna fucking do it. Motherfucker. Alright, I'll just kill him. There we go. Let him capture you. And watch this, I get my fucking plane back. And I'll pwn. Oh no, I destroyed it! I fucked up. You're not supposed to blow your plane. Oh no, I did get it. Oh sweet. Look at that shit! Oh, now I'm gonna pwn. Yeah! Oh, I only missed one! You dosser. God damn it. Can't believe I only missed one. Galaga! 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 Pwned. Oh! I almost got pwned. But I didn't! Oh no! No, I did! Yeah. Oh, what? I'm doing shit now. I missed 13 ships. That sucks. No! As soon as I'm dead, I'm going to answer questions, and then I'm going to go. So send me all your questions about anything, and I'll answer them. Oh, should I let him capture me? Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Get my shit back, bitch. Hey! What, I don't get my shit back? Why not? Well, I sacrificed a life. And that's it, game over. Totally fucked my game by doing that shit. I was doing well too, fuck it. Look at that shit. Look at that. 629 shots fired at a ratio of 55.8%. That means every second shot hits. That's not very good, really. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching my stream. Thanks for listening to me talk about E3 and that. I have one question from Gary H, who thinks, do you think Wii U needs a price drop, being as PS4 will be only $50 more? Well, I can go by Australian dollars here. The Wii U here, the minimum price on a Wii U is $350, and the PlayStation 4 announced price is $550. So it's a significant difference. It's a $200 difference. I'm not sure where you're from, but are you sure it's only $50 more? That doesn't sound correct. Xbox has been announced at $5.99, I think, here. The Wii U base price is $350. That's Australian, and we sell the premium Wii U for $428. But the PlayStation's been announced here at $549. Waiting for a response. Let me refresh. Will I be getting The Last of Us? I want to get The Last of Us. I've missed out on the Joel edition because I had no money to pre-order it and it sold out. But I can still get the L edition. But if I want that, I would have had to have ordered it today actually. But maybe I can still get one tomorrow if the shops have got one. But I don't have any money, so I'll probably just end up with the standard edition. And you're getting the L special edition, or LE special edition. I don't know if it's L or LE. He calls it LE actually. I should be saying LE. Oh, it's your birthday. Nice. You're going to be getting a very good game, a very awesome game. So, I love that game. Huh? I'm not sure. I'm going to wait 2 more minutes. You got 2 more minutes. And then I'm out of here. One more minute. The Wii U base price is $350. Sorry about the echo. Every time I refresh, I've got to remute the live stream that I'm watching. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Thanks again to everyone for watching. You're gonna have to watch the video again, Wyatt. I do think the Xbox One is capable of being good, but at the moment with the 24-hour DRM and all the licensing bullshit they've done, I'm really not liking the console. But I really want to play Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct looks amazing. The guys at Double Helix are doing a really good job on that game. I personally think the game is going to be really good. You know, but I'm hoping Microsoft cleans up their act and says we fucked up, and dumps all that licensing shit. You know, that would be the best thing they could do now. Is they could back off and say we thought it was a good idea. We've listened to the fans. No one's happy with the way that we thought would be a better way to license the game, so we've decided to drop it. If they did that, everyone would be like, "Fuck yeah, Xbox! Xbox is going to be good again." You know, but they probably won't. You know, which is a shame. But you never know. They could do it. It's always an option. If enough people push, and believe me, Microsoft knows they're feeling the push because they're censoring videos and disabling comments and getting videos removed off YouTube. That what was that guy? Phil.